don't know how long I have, so I'm giving you all of my years. And no, I'm not perfect and will make my mistakes. Here's all for me if you're ready to take. And I never want to spend another night without you. And I am nothing if I'm without you. If I'm without you.
We were working together at Cabela's, and I'd see her randomly as I'd walk to my desk. We were both in the collections department at Cabela's, just our college job, and had seen her a few times. Didn't really talk to her or anything. We were both dating other people, and then eventually kind of had the same group of friends. Got to know each other a little bit. Weren't too keen on each other right at first.
We didn't really see eye to eye, didn't talk to each other very much. We tried to kind of avoid each other, even though we hung out with the same group of friends for a while. So we just ignored each other, and I think tried to put up with each other as much as we could, but we didn't really exactly want to hang out with each other like we do now.
There were some things we just didn't agree on, and so we didn't really see eye to eye, but once I really got to know her and spent some time with her and had a conversation with her, it really blossomed from there. Well, she thinks this is the first date, but I was on the way back from our cabin at Johnson Lake, and was just kind of hungry, so we just kind of started talking. So I just asked her if we could go, she wanted to go get some wings with me at my favorite place to get wings, the Watering Hole in Lincoln. And I was just kind of hungry, wanting something to eat, but she kind of considers that our first date, so we'll let her keep thinking that. But I kind of consider our first date. I guess I invited her to a wedding that I was going to, and I just kind of needed a date, and we had just started talking, so I invited her and we had a great time. So either of those could work.
We were actually very much alike. We have a lot of things in common. I think one of the big things that drew us together was music. We always loved the same music and listened to the same things, and we were surprised how much we actually had in common.
You know, we both want the same things out of life. Our goals are so similar. Our morals are very similar. The way we go about things is so similar. That's what really struck me at first. She's so easy to get along with. I've got all my good buddies, but I tell her almost on a daily basis that she's my best friend, and I truly believe that. We have fun with whatever we do, whether it's some big extravagant date or you know, just sitting at home making supper ourselves and enjoying each other's company.
I had just gotten through PA school, and it was kind of a big time for myself because I passed boards and graduated, and Jake just got a new job. I had a new job, so it was a really exciting time for all of us, and I knew that there was something going on all week. He was kind of acting funny. I
mean, obviously I knew I wanted to propose, but I kind of waited till the last minute. I started looking at rings on a Monday or Tuesday, and I was a little skeptical on which one I wanted. Finally made a decision on a Thursday, and I said, well, I'd like to propose to her tomorrow night if you guys can get the ring ready. So they hustled up and got it all ready, sized up and everything. And so then I had to ask her dad that same Thursday night after I'd bought the ring. And so I had supper with him, asked him his permission. He said yes. And then we were going out to our cabin at Johnson Lake, just me and her for the weekend, and so I made us a seafood supper on the grill, and she wasn't expecting anything. I just had after we got done eating, I said, well, I've got a surprise for you. and she kind of assumed it was a bottle of champagne or something, something little, because she had just graduated from PA school, so we were kind of still in celebration mode for that.
He went off to the bedroom and said, "I got to get something for you," and I said, "Okay." He came back in, said, "Close your eyes," and when I turned around, he was on one knee with a ring. He's my best friend. I couldn't see doing anything without him anymore. I mean, after we finally started becoming friends and then, started talking, I couldn't envision my life without him. Through thick and thin, I couldn't imagine doing any of the good or any of the bad without him.
Happily ever after, I would describe as our goals, and we've achieved our goals in life. We're happy being in each other's company. As long as we're together and happy, working towards our goals, achieving them, raising a family, doing the right things, bettering ourselves every day, I think that'll solidify us as happily ever after.
Just spending the rest of my life with somebody that I care about and that cares about me, growing old together and having kids together, even just going through the little things in life that are not always the easiest. I want to do those things with him. I know what Jake would say.
She's definitely the worst driver, by far.
He thinks I'm the worst driver, but we do the same things when we're driving, so I don't know what he means by that, but I guess if we'll just for sake of saving an argument, it'll be me. I'll be the worst driver.
I'm really happy that we're here. We've come a long way. We've had a long engagement, so we've come a long way. A lot of planning. If little things may not turn out the way you want throughout the day, but we got to think about the true meaning of why we're here. I've thought about this day a lot over the course of the past year and a half, even longer than that. And I'm so glad it's finally here. So glad I get to celebrate it with you and all our family and friends. You're my best friend in every way, shape and form, so I'm glad this day is finally here.
I am so happy that we finally made it. We've been engaged for almost a year now, and we've been through all the planning and all the stresses that come along with it. I just want you to know how much I love you and how happy I am to be with you the rest of our lives and spend the rest of our lives together, have kids together, and just start our new life together.